Welcome back to a brand new video with my Escort Cosworth just over there. I've done about 100 miles in it, then I decided to take it to bits. I took it to bits to clean the underside and remove the rust, but unfortunately I'm moving house, so I need to get the car back rolling and running so I can get it out the garage and into some kind of storage. And today we're mainly going to concentrate on the brakes. So next we're going to fit a brand new handbrake cable which I've bought from, I think it was Graham Good Racing. Yeah, it was. See there, it's got the GGR part number on. So we'll get this out the bag and we'll dive under the car because we're going to start and rebuild the braking system. So there we are, brand new handbrake cable ready to fit to the car. And to fit the handbrake cable we're going to dive under the car and connect it to the bottom of the handbrake lever. It's actually connected with a small pin and a circlip. Once that's connected we can then route the cable where it connects to the rear trailing arms. It also goes through a couple of holes and connects to a couple of mounting points on the underside of the chassis of the car. Right, so with that handbrake cable fitted to the car, I am now going to get some brake cleaner and give the discs a clean up. I'm reusing the old ones. They've literally done about 30 mile, so I'm going to reuse these old discs. I'm just going to give them a clean with this brake cleaner. Then we'll put the brake disc back on the car, just like that. Then with the brake disc on we can fit the caliper, which I just refurbished the other day. If you want to see the video, stripped it all, fully refurbished this caliper. It was all rusty in that before, now it's looking mint. So before we can fit the caliper, we need to take off the bracket, the floating bracket for the caliper, which is just held in place with a couple of 13mm nuts. And to fit the brake caliper floating bracket, we're going to use a little bit of Loctite on a brand new bolt. Once the brake pads are in, we'll then connect the handbrake cable, what we've just fitted to the car, to the caliper, route it in all the correct place and put the caliper on the car. And we're also refitting the reconditioned caliper with a brand new set of bolts and a little bit of Loctite so it doesn't come loose. And there we have it, fellas, my calipers that I've reconditioned, fitted back on the car and looking mint. They look an absolute 100 times better than what was there before, so I'm over the moon with how these have turned out, providing the work when we're going to test drive. So for the next job, fellas, we're going to fit the rear suspension on the car. Now these are coilovers. I was going to go with some traditional spring and shock type setup, but I just want to get the car back on the wheels, so we're going to refit the rear coilovers. And we're going to start by fitting it at the bottom. To mount the bottom of the coilover, I've got a brand new bolt that goes through there. Then we're going to also fit a brand new washer on the end there and a brand new nut. Then we'll nip it up with a 19mm socket and a 17mm spanner. Once the coilover is connected at the bottom of the rear trailing arm, we'll then jump inside the boot to the rear strut turret and we'll connect the coilover at the top. Now it's a little bit more complicated inside the boot because we also have a rear strut brace that we need to reconnect. But as you can see, fellas, job done. Right, so with them rear coilovers fitted and the bottom arms nicely open in place, I'm now going to start on the rear brake lines. And thanks to the boys at Hel, they've sent us some new rear flexi brake lines, braided brake lines, proper nice bits of kit. So let's open it up and we'll see what's inside. So you can see there, they're the options what you get for the brake lines. I've gone for this one here, this third one in, which is like a clear braided line. But in here we've got our new brake lines. We've got 6, so we've got 2 for the front and 4 for the back. So let's fit the rear brake lines. We're going to start coming directly out the brake caliper. So I'm going to remove this bit of tape that I put on to keep the stuff out of my new rear brake caliper what I refurbished. Then we'll open these brake lines. I will leave a link to these guys on the website, fellas, because like I say, they were kind enough to send us these. So we've got 2 brake lines and the hardware to fit them. We've got new copper washers and some nuts in there. So let's start by screwing this into the brake caliper. And then we'll nip it up with our spanner. Not going too tight with them, just tight enough. Right, then this end goes into there. Then we'll get our hard line, and that goes along here. There's a little tab that will just bend up here to hold this copper line in place. Like that. Then we'll slide the copper line and we'll knock that down. Then we'll get our new nut, and that goes on the bottom of there. and that just keeps the braided line in place. There's no need to go tight with anything on these brake lines, fellas. We're just nipping it all up for now. And always nip the leaks up after. Then we'll put our copper line on. That should be tight enough. So you can see we've got the new brake line coming out the rear caliper that then drops down into the copper hard line that goes along the rear trail norm. Then we'll get our second Hel Brake line that connects from the trail norm to the chassis. As a machinist, I look at machine parts and these look absolutely top quality. Get a focus there, look at that, man. That nice thread, nicely machined on here, just nice. Anyway, let's get it on the car. So you can see on this brand new brake line, it's got a flat spot there where it's not fully round, it's got a big flat. And there's also a flat on this hole on the car. So this brake line should fit perfectly in there. And then we can reattach this hard line onto there. Snip that up. Once everything's nipped up, you then hold the brake line in place with a special brake line clip. Now the original ones were rusty, so I got some nice new ones off eBay for a couple of quid. Then once it's attached at the rear trail norm, we can then move to the chassis of the car where it attaches to another hard line. Right, so for our next party trip, we're going to connect the brakes from the servo at the front of the car to the rear brake lines. So in here, in this package here, what I got from eBay, we have some Caliper or conifer line. Take it out. Now this isn't copper. People recommend you don't use copper on the ABS brakes. So this is, I think it's called Caliper or conifer, and it's a mix between nickel and something else. Maybe it's copper. So we've got about 12 foot of this and some fittings in the bag. Right, so let's start by unrolling the line. Now one thing that will annoy me is if this pipe isn't perfectly straight. So because I'm a bit silly, I spent more than I care to admit on this little device. What you do is, if you see the line, I'll leave a link to one of these by the way in the description, but you can see how the line's not straight. What you do is you feed it in the back there, roll it through, and watch this. Keep rolling it up and down, and it gets your brake line nice and straight. Look at that, mint. Like I say, I'll leave a link to one of these in the description, but be careful because sometimes you jam your fingers in the end and it hurts. So we've got our bag of bits, so we'll go and see which one we need that goes in the area on the servo of the car. I think it's a big one, to be honest. There's two different sizes in the bag, big ones and little ones. I think it's a big one that goes on the servo like that. Right, so let's dive under the car at the front wheel well. Alright, then this goes. Alright, get my arm in there. Oh yes, that's it. That is it. Right, so now that we've got the little end we need, we're going to slide it over the end of this bit of brake pipe. Then we need to do the end of the pipe so it's got the right shape on to go in the end of the servo. And in this box we have all the proper equipment we need to put the right shape on the end of the pipe. So we've got this, and this is like a die. We need that end, that goes in there. I'll show you how to do it. We've got this little device and we're going to put the stop in the end, like that. Then you put your pipe in, hard against this stop, then we'll clamp that down. Next we'll remove this stop, what we'll put in the end of the tool. Then we use a little bit of grease. Grease your little tool up, like that, just a little bit of dollop of grease on the end. Then you put your greased up bolt in the hole. Then we'll crank on this die bolt with a 17mm spanner. You take it all the way in, as tight as it'll go to the end, like that. And then when it's all the way in, we'll take it all the way back out. Try not to jam your fingers when you undo it, like I've just done. Looking good. Right, I'll take this off and I'll show you. then there we'll have it, a nice end ready to go in the brake servo with the correct fitting on the end. Right, now for this next part I need to get under the car and bend this pipe where it needs to go. It's a bit of a twisty bend. Right, now that brake line is connected at the front of the car into the servo, so I'm going to make sure I've got enough to reach where I need at the back, and then with this tool we're going to cut off the excess brake line, what I don't need. And this tool is just basically like a pipe cutting tool, what a plumber would use in your house on the copper lines on your radiators. So you just put it in there, nip it up, spin it, nip it, spin it, nip it, spin it, nip it. Eventually it'll just snap off with a nice clean brake on the end. There we go. And you can see the minute the brake line is absolutely all over the place. So we're going to get this tool back out and run it along the brake line and get it nice and straight. Goes onto there. Careful with your fingers. Oh yeah, man. There we go. Right, then we'll run this guy down the full length of the brake line, getting it nice and straight. I ran the tool all the way along the brake line to the front of the car as far as I could get. I want the brake lines nice and straight because they look absolutely terrible if they're all crooked and all over the place. Your toes, fellas, it's coming along. And to fit the new brake line under the car, we've got some new clips along with some new stainless steel screws. And unless those crafty Chinese people are copying Ford parts now, you can tell these are genuine Ford parts by the Ford logo on the plastic. Right, now there's 4 clips and each one just clips onto that bracket, like that. And you clip your brake line in, like that. Then with a Phillips screwdriver, we'll just screw that, screw in. We will need to undo that later to put the fuel lines on, but that's how the brake lines are held in place on an Escort Cosworth. Right, so there is the brake line clipped under the car. We now just need to get it bent up here and under the chassis, and then connect it just here, just above the rear diff. Now this was a bit of a difficult job, fellas. It wasn't easy. There was a lot of bending of the pipe, a lot of twisting of the pipe, a lot of swearing, to be honest. It wasn't the most fun job. I had to keep trimming the pipe down to get to the exact right length to go into the hard line at the back of the car. Once I got the right length, I then got that tool back out to put the proper end on for the connector so it doesn't leak, all while trying to work around the rear beam and the diff. Once it was at the right length with the right connector on, it's then just a case of fastening the new hard line into the other hard line just above the rear diff. Right, so next, fellas, you might remember when I stripped the car, I took the ABS sensors out the back of the hubs and they were absolutely rotten. Literally the aluminium fell to bits, goosed, no good. So for the measly sum of about £100 each, I've managed to get 2 new ABS sensors. So let's whack them on the car. So we'll start off by taking one out of the bag. Like I say, these are absolute brand spanking new. I don't think they're actually Ford. I think they're just a generic, like a Bosch thing. So you can see there, all brand new. This is the part that was rotten on the original when we took them off. We'll start by putting this end on the rear hub. And we're going to fit it with a new M6 bolt. Right, so the ABS sensor goes just there on the hub. Then the M5 bolt drops in. Then we'll tighten the M5 bolt up with a 10mm headed spanner. Then with these little clips that clip on the bottom arm to hold the cable in place, then the cable goes in this hole just here where we've got some tape on. Then this is where the sensors came into the car, so we'll pull that little grommet into place. Then there's a clip somewhere here for our new sensor to plug into, just like that. Then there we have it, fellas. Short of bleeding the brakes, I'm not putting any brake fluid in at the minute. The braking system should be done on the car. We've our new brake lines from the front servo in the engine bay all the way to the rear calipers. We've also fitted a brand new handbrake cable and 2 brand new ABS sensors on the rear hubs. So hopefully soon we can bleed this system and check it's working. That's it, fellas. I'll see you on the next video. You can catch up with more Cosworth content. Cheers.